Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
We've been talking about Peter's suggestions, or rather commands, as to how we can pursue holiness in our lives, from 1 Peter 1:13 through 16. Yesterday we discussed how to gird up the loins of our minds, to prepare ourselves for what God has for us. Let me read you the whole passage. Therefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and rest your hope fully upon the grace that is to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. As obedient children, not conforming yourselves to the former lusts, as in your ignorance, but as He who called you is holy, you also be holy in all your conduct, because it is written, Be holy, for I am holy. What else can we put into practice from this passage in pursuing holiness? He says, be sober. Now for us, that word is often the opposite of drunkenness. As Ephesians 5:18 says, do not be drunk with wine, which is dissipation, but be filled with the Spirit, meaning we are to let the Holy Spirit control us, not other worldly influences like alcohol or anything else. But being sober can also mean being calm, exercising self-control, being observant, spiritually and morally alert, watchful. Like when you walk in a parking lot alone in the dark, you're hopefully not going to be checking your text messages as you walk. You're going to be paying attention, being ready for anything, showing anyone lurking in the shadows that you're confident and alert, a person to be reckoned with. In the same way, we need to let the spiritual forces of darkness know that we are wise to their tricks and schemes. They're not going to catch us off guard. As Jesus told His disciples, watch and pray, lest you enter into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. The next way to pursue holiness is to rest your hope fully upon the grace that is to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Fix our hope fully on Jesus and His grace. Isn't that freeing? The only way we can enter into God's glory and live with Him forever is through His grace, not our works. As Paul put it, for by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest anyone should boast. Yes, we are to do good works out of love and gratitude because of the salvation we've already received. His grace is all we have to rest our hope on, and His grace is sufficient. Peter tells us next that we should live as obedient children. This reminds me that he's talking to those who are already children of God. We can't pursue holiness without that relationship already in place. But we also know there's a huge difference between obedient and disobedient children. As James 4:17 says, to him who knows to do good and does not do it, to him it is sin, which is the opposite of holiness. So we need to be sure to choose obedience. Then Peter says, not conforming yourselves to the former lusts, as in your ignorance. Or as the NLT puts it, don't slip back into your old ways of living to satisfy your own desires. You didn't know any better then. But once we know better, it's our choice, and if we're pursuing holiness, we will do better. Then Peter reminds us, but as He who called you is holy, you also be holy in all your conduct, because it is written, be holy, for I am holy. Our target is God's holiness. How can we daily pursue holiness in our lives?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.